Hey guys, how's it going? So I am here with the long-awaited and promised 6-month ViVOsmart HR review. I am still wearing this device. Um, just so you guys know, I promised a Q&A as well. The Q&A might overlap into this video, but there will be a separate specific Q&A video going through all of your questions that you've asked in my previous 2 review videos on this product. Okay, so moving forward, I've worn the ViVOsmart every day for the last 6 months. I don't think I've skipped a day. There may have been one day where I forgot at home, but other than that, I wear it every day. It is waterproof, but I usually take it off in the shower because I just don't like wearing anything in the shower. I just want to get like everything clean, and so I take it off. I actually wore it in the shower today. It was one of the only times I've ever done that. I had a sweaty workout this morning and I just wanted to rinse my sweat and the salt off of it. So that is one of the times I do not wear the device. I've also made the decision not to wear this device when I sleep. When I first got the ViVOsmart HR, my intention, like one of the biggest reasons I wanted it was for sleep tracking, but I realized I didn't really care about that function over time, so I don't wear it at night. I did for the first couple weeks. Something that you guys should know, so I'm wearing it right now, but I will take this off, and this has become a permanent physical thing in my body, is that you can see, if I move my head out of the way, you can actually see that there is actually a permanent indent in my wrist from the back part of this device sticking into me. So there's one wrist compared to the other. You can also see my Wicked Watch tan, but it's basically permanently, it's almost like my tissues have just kind of I don't know, released or have kind of taken a back seat. So my wrist, they're already really small and they're like super, super squishy tiny now. So that's something. And if you're concerned about that happening because of this huge lump on the back of the device, it very well may happen to you as well. I would say it took a couple months to happen. I've been noticing it for a couple months now. It doesn't go away overnight. I'm sure over time it would, but in the overnight that I'm not wearing the device, it's still there. When I first started wearing this watch, there was 3 notches. I am down to 2, and I can go to 1. But I just find it more comfortable at 2, and I'll nudge it to 1 if I'm doing a run or moving my arm a lot and I find that it's wobbling around, because it does have to stay in place to do the heart rate. Things that I love about the device and the reason I still wear it 6 months later, the move reminders. Some people find the move reminder super annoying. For me, I've realized how little I move. And even now, 6 months later, it still takes effort for me to hit my targets every day, my step targets. So for those of you that are still debating on this device, so when I slide across from the time, I've got my step counter there. So I went to the gym this morning and did cardio. So I got my first 4,000 some odd steps in before I had a proper breakfast this morning. I find that for me, my level of movement throughout the day between work and personal time, I find if I don't go to the gym, I have to put in an effort to go out for a good walk to get enough steps in. Otherwise, I'm not hitting that target. Step counter, I love having that target to hit. 10,000 steps should be that minimum. I like hitting that every day. I feel good. I feel like at least I'm getting that good amount of movement and cardio in. And then after the step counter, the stairs, the flights of stairs, I find is maybe it tracks your patterning But I find when I'm at my one job, I think that I kind of like move quickly up the stairs because half the time it doesn't count the stairs at all. And I probably do at least 20 flights of stairs between going to the basement, going into the upper floor. I find that I have to kind of have a consistent walking, marching pace going through the stairs for it to actually count. So I don't rely on it too much. It's one of those things like maybe it counts, maybe it doesn't. So I just take it or leave it. I don't know. It's kind of there. The intensity minutes. I like this part. I've realized that in actually setting, so it wants you to get 150 intensity minutes a week. This is getting your heart rate up. It goes by heart rate. I find that it is, when I first started trying to do the intensity minutes, and I think one of my viewers let me know that you actually have to tell it that you're doing an activity, otherwise the tracking is a little iffy. So if you're using the device and you're not telling it that you're doing a workout, go in, hit the button, go to the little dude. And I usually just do cardio because usually I'm inside doing something within a gym. If I'm out for a walk, sometimes I don't turn it on, sometimes I do, but I don't run. So I put cardio. There's also options. I just usually use the cardio option. If I choose that, you hit the button again to start it, and then afterwards you have to hit save. Otherwise, if you don't, you hit delete and you delete all your information. But through that option, you can view your time, your heart rate. There's a couple, it's a like more simplified menu when you're in that, but instead of periodically checking the heart rate, it's constantly checking the heart rate. And it doesn't give you credit for the intensity minutes unless you've done, that's not what I meant to do. So I'm actually going to delete that because I didn't mean to hit that. Yes. I forget what I was saying. Yes, you have to have at least 10 minutes for it to start counting. Now I've noticed that I think it kind of accumulates it throughout the day, because there have been days where I've gotten credit for intensity minutes and I know I wasn't going for 10 minutes straight, but maybe it's throughout a 24-hour period, spending, 3 minutes here and 2 minutes here and 4 minutes here, and it accumulates. And then I think they do some sort of, there's a lot behind the scenes that I don't understand, but I think there's some mathematics where if you're between this heart rate and this heart rate, it counts as an intensity minute. And if it's between this heart rate and this heart rate, then you get like double credit. So sometimes you work out for 30 minutes, but you credit for 45 minutes or something like that. It's like super intensity minutes or something. So I really like that aspect. Especially using it in Garmin Connect, and I can see over time which months I'm more active, and then kind of take it back to how is my eating, how is my happiness, how is everything else in life, and kind of look at that all together. So I really like that. I love the step counter. I love the intensity minutes. A lot of other stuff is just kind of bonus. So what do we have? So intensity minutes. The calories burned, I don't really care. Approximate distance, just kind of fun information to know, but I don't really use it. This one didn't work for a long time, but now it's all of a sudden there. Do the updates, let the updates occur, because they're constantly fixing how the device works. So this is controlling the music on your phone or whatever Bluetooth device you are connecting to, whatever has your Garmin Connect on it. So that's kind of a nice option if you're, your earbuds in and your phone's tucked away. Come back to where we were. This is so nice. Everything's actually working today. So there's your